Hello and good afternoon, or if you're watching this tomorrow, maybe good morning. Who knows? It's Jacob again with another Tuesday Tune-In. Actually, it's our last Tuesday Tune-In for Cohort 2 for spring 2023. I am really excited to be at this point in the cohort and hope that you are as well. We have been through everything, right? We've run through kind of the different areas in the rubric for online course design. And our last unit actually covers more of the service aspect, kind of the things that we do as SHSU Online. So I encourage you to explore the next unit this weekend, or last unit, and complete the unit activities involved. Speaking of activities, I want you to note that when you go to your grade book, remember, of course, that the grade book is accessible right here in the course. So you'll click up here on Gradebook to get access to your grades. If you don't see something that's full credit, that means we've left you feedback and we'd like for you to go ahead and look at their instructions and try again. You have a number of attempts, so you can always try again and get it right. In specific, I think about, in some cases, the image upload assignment where we didn't give you full credit, or the video, Kaltura video assignment where we didn't give you full credit. Take a look at both of those, and there's also some others as well. Like I think early on I had someone submit one of the activities with a blank Word document, which was hilarious. I don't think they meant to do that, but if you just notice in your gradebook that you don't have full credit, if it's like out of 3 points you get a 1 or a 2, that means check your feedback, make sure that we've left a little note for you so that you can get in and get a look at that kind of stuff. So good. That being said, this obviously we are going to be in the Module 8, which is the Support Services module. And were I to open it, you will see here that our module objectives are that you want to come out of here understanding how our support services work, and how I can help use these support services to make my students' lives better, easier, all that good kind of stuff. And the activities, the support services module itself our content is right here. But the activities are a 3-statements journal, which we generally get lots of good replies there. I'm looking so forward to digging into y'all's. I already have some that have been posted, as you can see here by the wonderful blue icon that tells me that as an instructor. And then the show and tell discussion. This program in itself is an evidence-based program, meaning in order to certify you, we need evidence that you've been working through the process. And that's all these activities throughout the program have been a part of gathering that evidence, but also giving you a place to start from, giving you tools with which to build and do. So make sure to do that show and tell discussion. And then, if you haven't already, if you haven't heard from them, reach out to your instructional designer and set up that ID collaboration meeting so they can go in and give you your points for collaboration. You'll know if they've done it, you'll see it in your grade book. It'll say that you've got 10 points for that, so that's exciting. And then lastly, just one post-assessment activity. It's kind of like a wrapper for the pre-assessment activity that we gave you earlier. So this is that last week. Now, for some of you, you're just catching up, right? And that's okay. So work through to get to here. There's no real issue there in terms of you trying to get that stuff done. Just get in there, take your time, get through it. You'll be fine. I did want to draw your attention to something in the course that you may not have seen, or maybe I didn't talk about it last week. We'll see if I did or not. But you're going to see that this little guy up here at the top right hand side of your course. This lets you start to search for titles in your course. So let's say I wanted to type in something like, workbook. It would pull up all of my workbooks, right? That's one of the new features in Blackboard. How do I know about the new features in Blackboard? You might be asking yourself right now. Well, I would tell myself, you could go to the instructor support org, or Teaching Online with Blackboard, that all of our instructors are enrolled in. It's an organization in Blackboard. And check out the What's New in Ultra module. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on my student preview so I look at this like you're looking at it, not like I do. And what you do here is you can actually get a view of what's coming down the pipe for Ultra and catch up for things that we've already talked about. But in specific, were I to go to What's New in Ultra for 2023, I can see April's stuff in here. And I'm going to go ahead and increase my right? I can see April's new exciting things, right? So a lot of good things that came in April, including that course content search, new access points for your student overview, and that's a big deal because it helps you get a kind of holistic view of how your student's doing. I would advise you to look through these. But released today onto our testing server that you guys don't have access to, but it's coming in May, are the new features coming soon. And I've listed those here for you. So there's some great new features that are coming in May. So you can always check back here for what's new in the future months that are coming. So make sure to take your time and look through these. But there's some great new things happening in here that I think will be coming in May. You're going to be able to send messages from the assignment submission page. So let's say you're looking at all the assignments for a course in Ultra, or all the submissions for a particular assignment in Ultra, and you want to email everybody who has a status of not submitted or not submitted yet. You can do that. You just change the status and then do the select checkbox and check the people and hit submit. Were I to click on the send messages from the submissions page, give it a second for it to load because it actually is pulling it from a special place. But you can see here on this particular submissions page for an anatomy test, I can actually check everybody and then choose send message. And then it would automatically come in here. And it's going to BCC them, by the way. They don't all see each other's email addresses. Then you can always choose to send an email copy. I always do. And give them the message that you want. But that is just one of the neat features. Another one that I really like is the ability for you to add notes, which is kind of interesting. So let me see if I can find that one in particular. Drag and drop. Instructor's notes on student overview. So when you click on the student overview page, you can get to it by clicking on the student. You'll have the ability to see how their course progress is. So tracking their progress through the course, how much time they're spending. But then there's a little notes section where you can make notes about interactions or observations or whatever, which I think is great. So you can keep track of things in case you want to run back to them later. So again, these are all things that are coming your way in May of 2023, right? So getting back to the course, I'm going to exit the course, the org, and getting back to our course. And go into your cohort and then go to calendar and then due dates. So for this Thursday, you've got your 3 statements journal, your show and tell discussion, and then your ID collaboration points, and then lastly the last activity, which is your post assessment. So do me a favor, get those in. Obviously, remember, I'm not going to take away your birthday for being a little late, so no stress about that. All I can say is it has been an absolute pleasure to interact with you, to check out your wonderful posts and submissions and examples that you've been submitting. I hope that you've picked up some things that will be valuable for you in your teaching practice, whether that be in a web enhanced or hybrid, blended, an online, or even an online live synchronous course. So anyway, that being said, I hope that you are doing well, and feel free to reach out via the virtual office or send me a message should you have any questions. Other than that, I would wish you all a great day and a great rest of your cohort.